Oh, what's up guys, it's your boy Unorthodox, and man, oh man, am I excited. It is day number 29, so one more day and we'll be done tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be the revealing session. And anyways, in today's episode I will be trying to tackle a question that has been on my mind when I was a bit younger, but now that I'm living my legend, it's become a natural state. And that question is, how do you become charismatic? How do you become inspirational? All right, so stick around if you want to know the answer, or what I think is the answer, the answer that I found in my life. I will be revealing some of the top secrets that I found out through reading and living by the end of this episode. But for now, as usual, we're gonna go and tackle the 100 push-ups, so stick around. Let's go get it. Rah! Alright my boys, day 29 is done, and I guess today we're kind of lucky we got the sun. The sun is out, so hence the glasses. Anyways, so life lesson of the day is really I don't know, it's a good one I guess. I'm very inspired today. So as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, how do you become a little bit more charismatic and inspirational? Now, before I start giving this lesson, I am pretty sure that some of you out there watching this video will probably think, wow, this guy, he is so full of himself. Wow, this guy, he's got an ego on him, man. This guy is arrogant. And it's all right. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to tell my truth. What I've discovered throughout my life. So, let's start with being inspirational. I have found out that in order to become inspirational, you have to be inspired first. So think back when you were a child, when you were a kid, and think about the heroes that you were looking up to. Maybe your parents, maybe some action movie heroes, maybe just superheroes, you know, from Marvel, DC Comics, whatever. For me, for example, one of my biggest heroes has always been Batman. I'm a big Batman fan, and it's always been something that I look up to. But I've also been a big fan of like Jean-Claude Van Damme and Rocky and Schwarzenegger. So I've always grown up with these type of characters, and just trying to walk, even if it's a little bit, just trying to walk in their feet, just to try and kind of feel how those heroes felt like. Now, of course, some of you will say, wow, but that's unreal, those are just characters, whatever. Yes, sure, but when you are inspired and you work towards trying to walk in your hero's shoes, you will become inspirational to others. Because you're gonna be inspirational to you yourself once you start actually accruing these positive results, and then you will become inspirational to others. Because, well, just like the name of this channel, if you're living your truth, and you're living your truth in an unorthodox way, you're not just following traditional lifestyle. So just, you know, go get a job, university, go get a job, find a girlfriend, get married, have children. But instead, you're sacrificing all of that to live a more unorthodox way. You will find that you will become a little bit more charismatic and inspirational, because you're doing things that 99% of people do not want to do, do not dare to do, will never even fathom to try and do in this life. And so they look towards you like, wow, this guy's crazy, but he's doing his shit, he's living his truth. And that's what I found to be true in my life. And so to be a bit more charismatic, this one is quite an interesting one, because it is very intrinsic in the way that I believe the more you live your own truth, and the more you're authentic with your own values, and just shine your light. Do not be afraid of shining your light and just saying your truth out there, putting it out there, then the more charismatic you become. So it took me a while to really accept that, but there are a few signs here and there from my closest friends and families which really permitted me to understand, okay, this is the person that I am, this is my truth, and I have to accept it and just live it the way it is. So yeah, being authentic, and especially being authentic with your values, the more authentic you become, the more charismatic and inspirational you will become. And here's a kicker. I think all of us are special. We're all special. I think all of us have charisma and are inspired. We just tend to forget as we get older, because for some of us, many of us, the job that you do every day becomes who you are. That becomes your identity. The handicapacity or the situation, the accident that happened, that becomes your identity, right? The things, negative things and traumas that happen to you or happening to you right now, these become part of our identity. And so we tend to forget who we wanted to be when we were a child, when we were children, when we were still inspired by the outside world and inspired by crazy stories. I'm a big fan of history. So, Greek history is something that has highly inspired me. Alexander the Great, Achilles, these are my favorite heroes, and I've always looked up to them, even though they're thousands of years old. But their story, it talks to me in a deep level. And I still choose to live this life, even at age 34. I still choose to keep this inner child alive. And yeah, I just live my life the way I try to live my legend. So if you guys have read Paulo Coelho's book, The Alchemist, it's a very interesting one as well. It's a very, very strong book. He talks about, living through your own legend, creating your own legend while you're alive. And it's really a very powerful book, very powerful statement. So do not forget who you really are. And if you have forgotten, then take the time to go back inside and find that power within, who you were, who you used to be inspired by. Because that is your true identity, and that's how you become charismatic and inspirational, by being that true self and having those high standards for yourself and those high values. Now, of course, I live by the Bushido code as well. It's the samurai code, which is a very strong code, I believe. And there are some basic things, like basic morality lessons, laws that anyone can understand. Never hurt someone, never try, always be straightforward with yourself, but also with others. Always be honest and truthful. Respect is a big thing, and family values, family and love, relationships. It's basically, I will not go into the full Bushido code because it's a little bit more complex than that, but you get the gist of it. And what I'm trying to say is that if you have those values in line, and you're being yourself and you're creating your own legend by living an unorthodox way, not living like anyone else, but really trying to live through your own dreams and your own challenges and trying to achieve the things that you want to achieve without hurting anyone in the process or anything like that, you automatically will become more charismatic and inspirational. And so it's not like a done thing. It's an everyday choice. It's an everyday choice that you have to make. I wake up and I feel this way, and I'm gonna be doing this. So if you guys wanna go and check out my social media, links in the description below, you will see through my Instagram, my personal Instagram account, that I really live through everything that I'm saying right now. I just came back from Australia and it was a total failure because I wanted to do more things in Southeast Asia, but I didn't get to do them. But I still lived through one of my biggest dreams, which was being a cowboy for a minute, and that was amazing. And yeah, that's just one of the many examples that, you know, I'm still living through my dreams, and I don't care what people think, because I've already made the choice a long time ago to not live a traditional life. For me, it's about memories, creating memories and inspiring myself and staying inspired so that I can continue inspiring others. So even this 100 push-ups a day challenge, it is not really about the push-ups. It is just about the mentality, challenging myself and trying to inspire some of you out there that, hey, you know, you can do something like that, like this, and it will definitely change your mindset. It will open up possibilities. You will feel inspired in your own life, and you will maybe try and do more, which in turn is a positive loop, because you probably will be inspiring other people around you, and that is what is the most important thing. If you're inspiring people around you, then you're just basically sharing positivity and love, man. That's it. So guys, without further ado, you should know the philosophy by now, so I'm gonna just finish up here. So yeah, tomorrow's the last day, and tomorrow will be the last video for this challenge. I'll be showing the results, talking about the positive and the negatives. But anyway, the philosophy: show up, let's go get it.